Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and you are zooming into something very fun today. We're going to learn all about WASA, the Wadsworth Amateur Soccer Association, that's been around for quite a while. I want to introduce you to these fine gentlemen here. One with the hat on is Frank Moole, rhymes with pool. I want to make sure I say that correctly, and who's the president of WASA, and then also Jason Liddy, who's the current vice president. So good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good deal. I'm excited to learn all about WASA because I drive by the fields and I'm like, hey, what's going on in there? So why don't you tell us, Frank, because it's your family who started this.
Yeah, well, it was a group of families. Back in 1977, my dad, along with Killian Mendel, Bob Hoff, and a few others, they basically started the program due to the high school starting their program. So as kind of a feeder system to the high school program, they started the Wadsworth Amateur Soccer Association. And it went from there. They started with the fields at the high school, Bird Street Park. They had them all over the city, and then they combined them into the city bought land, or was given land. I'm not sure how that all happened, but where it is presently, and then dedicated to our program. So we've been out there ever since and trying to groom it and make it a great complex.
Well, it always looks pretty exciting out there, that's for sure. Tell us exactly where is the complex?
On Treese Road, 390 Treese Road. You have to drive through the back, and you can see it from 57 when you drive north-south, depending on which way you're going. It's behind little trees. We have basically 3 sections that would hold 6 full-size soccer fields. And then each of those could be broken down into smaller fields for our rec program that Jason has been involved with quite a bit. So we have it divided up pretty good.
Jason, tell us about that program.
So WASA currently offers really several different programs. At the fields, we have everything from our youth recreation, which starts at, let's call it U4. So kids who this spring will be kids who were born in 2020 or older. So everything in soccer goes by birth year. So I refer to children by the year they were born, probably more so than anybody else ever does. But and then we have everything that goes up through adult programs. We have 3 men's teams now, I think. So we've got a 30 and over team, a 40 and over team, and a 50 and over team. So, we've got guys playing upwards of 60, 70-year-olds, and then we've got kids all the way down to 3-year-olds. So we've got a lot of programs available for anybody who's really just starting out, all the way up to been playing for a lot of years and has a lot of experience. We try to make sure we have a place for them to play.
Very nice. Now, what is your season? What's the timeline for your season?
Well, we operate typically outdoor. We have our fall season, which is usually like mid-August through mid-October. And then we have our spring season, which, depending on the rains and weather and things like that, we typically try to start that mid-April. It's usually more like May. And then we run into, early mid-June, try to be done in time for everybody to go on their vacations and stuff like that. But we're usually a few weeks after school lets out anymore, just because they're letting out school so early. But we try to be as thoughtful of that process as well. We understand you want your kids to play sports, but once they're out of school, you also want to be able to go and do what you need to do. So,
and then when do you start back?
So we run 3 whole seasons really. So we've got our fall season that is for our rec kids and things like that. That's
Okay.
August through October. Then we take a little bit of time off. We have some different programs and things. But we have our own in-house futsal program that we run at the middle schools that runs like January to March. And then beginning early April, we're back in for the spring until, the summer season lets out. And then, they've got mid-June to mid-August to kind of hang out and enjoy their summer. And then we're back into the next season. So we're almost all year round, I feel like, anymore, more so than just fall and spring. But our core seasons are the fall season and the spring season.
Okay, so if I had a child that wanted to play, to learn how to play soccer and then participate, how would they go about that?
Well, the easiest way to stay up to date on things is to register on our website, which is wadsworthsoccer.com. And when you go, there's in the top right corner, there's 2 basic buttons, register or log in. So if you've never logged in before, you click on the register button and it'll bring you through the process of who you are, who your children are, etc. And then it'll show you the programs that are available. If there's nothing available at that time, it's probably in between seasons, or we just don't have the season's already up and running and we don't have anything open for the next season yet. But that also automatically adds you to our mailing list. So then as we send out emails of what's coming and, that sort of thing, you'll get those. And then additionally, we have, I know you know her very well. Jenny Young is our media coordinator. And she's very, very good at keeping our members up to date via social media posts. So following us on Facebook and Instagram is another great way to have an idea of what's going on in the WASA world, because Jenny does a great job of, keeping everybody informed there.
Hey, for parents thinking about, can I do this, with the time constraints and commitments that you need to put a child in sports, what would be like the range, say from a 3-year-old to an 80-year-old, for one season? About how much would that be for a parent to do that?
Yeah,
Just a
so
ballpark is
like, are
fine.
you talking time commitment wise?
Let's talk about money, because money is so important to parents.
Yeah, so our baseline recreation program starts at $75 and goes up to $125, and that's per season. And really that just falls into the age range. The younger ages don't do quite as much. For a 4 and a 5-year-old, keeping them
Mhm.
focused and on task for any more than about an hour or so a week is a big ask. They're going to preschool, they've got all these things that they're learning. So we want to give them a fun environment to enjoy and love the sport, but not make it work. As they get older, there's more development opportunities and things. So there's more included team practices, game schedules, all that kind of stuff. We also have our Grizzly United program, which is kind of the next level from our rec program. We travel locally, we're playing tournaments. It's a little bit more competitive. That is an annual program that runs fall, winter, spring. Each year we hold tryouts in May, give or take, and that's $775 per year. So it breaks down to a little over $200 a season. But it just kind of depends on what level, you're looking to play at. We want to make sure that kids that just want to get out and have fun and enjoy the sport have an opportunity to do so. But we also want to make sure that kids that want to continue to play locally in their community at a higher level also have that ability and don't have to look. Really, the next level from there would be what we call club soccer. And, that can be incredibly expensive with all of the add-ons and additional things that they have. So we're trying to be that kind of bridge between community-based recreation soccer as well as, like that club level. We're not quite there, but we're in that middle ground.
Sure. You know what? This sounds so reasonable for the amount of instructions and just everything to learn the great game of soccer. And it sounds extremely reasonable to me that it wouldn't put like a strain on a family budget.
Yeah, we definitely try to make sure that it's as affordable as possible. We also have, Frank knows it a little better than I do. We also have a donation fund that we have available for people to donate to, and then we have a hardship form that families can fill out. So where we provide scholarships to families that might need the additional assistance, because we want to make sure that, you know, kids have an opportunity to play. So I don't know,
That
Frank,
is
if you want to
so,
talk a little bit about how that works.
that is so
Yeah.
kind to do that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry, Frank.
basically, no, that's fine. That's basically what it is. Every registration process, when you register a child or your child, there's an option at the end to donate to our hardship fund. Um, and we usually get a few dollars here and there, and we try to use those funds and raise them for the people who are in hardship and fill out those forms, and so their child can play. I mean, it's we have never denied one yet,
Oh, I
uh,
love that.
and there's no reason to. So it just helps offset costs when people donate to that fund. Uh, and you don't have to do it online. You can do it anytime. Just get a hold of me at my email address, and I'll tell you what you need to do.
Oh, that is terrific because you know what? And there's just times in almost everybody's life where you're struggling and you want the best for your kids, and that is terrific to be able
Yeah,
to set up a scholarship program like that. So
most
we
certainly.
appreciate. So okay, so tell me what's your website?
www.wadsworthsoccer.com.
Okay, I know you said that before, but just wanted to throw it
Yep.
out there. And they
No.
can probably get all the information they need, whether it's about enrolling their child, that they want to ask for a scholarship, everything that
Yeah. We have a contacts page there, and all our board members are on there, and simply click on one of their names, and you'll get one of us. Anything like that could come directly to me, and I will direct it in the right way.
well, thank you both so much for all you do. You know, I know sometimes you've got to be tired, you know, and to go to practices, to go to games, and it's like, oh, I think I would rather take a little nap on the couch, you know, and things like that. But you get up and you do it. And so, from all the parents and the kids too, that is just absolutely incredible that you've hung in here and you continue to develop your program. So, Jason and Frank, thank you so very much for all you do for WASA. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All
Appreciate
right.
you having us on.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? This has been very informational for me too. So, anyways, thank you both very much. Have just a great day. And we'll be seeing you on the soccer field.
Sounds
Thanks.
good. Good idea.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.